Hello everyone, greetings, greetings, greetings. It's GleeCon, and I am excited to be here with you. I'm happy to be here with you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Lore of Warcraft, and you know what happens when you hear the dull sounds, beach in the background, or whatever, environmental noise, instead of the actual sound of the starting screen. It means that we are about to run a dungeon. So when we last left off, we had spent almost an entire 2-hour episode, at least an hour and a half of it, grinding out, trying to get page 2. We couldn't find it for sale. Multiple attempts, I think multiple days we looked for it for sale in the auction house. And as you see right here, we have some of my party members already up and going, which is all cool for me. They can do what they need. Look, he just got the damp note. So we're just waiting on our actual final person to spawn.
Our ancestors be praised.
So what we have right here is, I'm going to try my best to be a better talker. We have a lock, Orcish Warlock. That's great. That's cool. We also have a Druid, so also cool. They want a DPS. I'm going to be the acting healer. Alright, so basically, to update you, I did want to kind of get in. We have a couple people coming right now. The warrior, as you saw, just got the damp note that we already did, so he's going to go back, and then we have a hunter coming too. That's three of us are actually guildies. The hunter and the warrior are guildies, but he is picking up. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's on the borderline. He's like in the river. I do have reses. It is more convenient if he does. So I think he's saying that the druid is saying he has the res ability with those nuts, but that's whatever. So, oh, Achu, this is a warlock. This is also a guildie. So actually, everyone except this druid. This is almost a full guild run with enigmatic. The dragonfire guy, this druid, he's the only one that is not. So, what was our... Oh, he says he doesn't have any seeds, so... so he can't res. He did soulstone me, and it is what it is. So... Alright. He says he'll kiss him if he gets him some seeds. Alright, so, one of the major, most important updates was that yesterday, remember I said, okay, I'll just keep logging in, I'll keep checking it out, but it didn't, I mean, I did. I got lucky. Look at the quest log. You see that lost pages quest complete? Boom, boom, boom. As soon as I went back in for 6 silver, there was a page 2. There was like 3 page 2s, so it's all just ebb and flow. You should just be patient. Like I said, I've never had to grind that before. That was the first time. Then, as I'm waiting here for this group to form, I was fishing. So you also, look at this, I got us ahead. 160, that takes us to the next level. So you're not going to have to watch me fishing. We will, after this quest is done, after this dungeon run is done, regardless of how much time this takes, we will make a run for, whatchamacallit, to turn in all the quests. So I will also, you know what, I'll open up the questy log here, and let me see about sharing the quest. Okay, so then that guy says he's ready for seeds and whatever. That person's running. Oh, somebody healed him. I'm just trying to conserve my mana somewhat. We're just fighting our way in. Oh, I was gonna say, why is this dude so low on life? But he's... he was probably it's a warlock. He was probably like yeah, he's damaging himself. I'm not really coming in hardcore. As you see, I also got the buff, rallying cry of the dragon, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop totems and just see how this goes. That was actually not very expensive, dropping all those totems. So that I'm gonna try to experiment. I don't have the wind totem yet, so I'm just experimenting with how that will work. I'm not gonna use my lightning shield, so we're gonna get some mana down that way. My healing is a little bit low for old Snowborn, for the tank here. Should otherwise be alright. Just keeping a track. I like how LVY keeps the totem tracks down there. Okay. Got that one. Cool. Get a nice little quick heal off on them. Alright, so we're just kind of getting into the flow as a party. This is nice. We're fighting our way in because we can summon, we can push ourselves all the way in. Okay, so if they want to summon, that's fine. There's another oracle right here.
I need to target something first.
So we're gonna summon. He's just gonna have to handle that. He got a heal off on him. Alright, so this we should be able to do a full dungeon run on him. Full quest run. Everything should be good. I'm not really looking for any buffs on myself. What I want to do is... I want to see if I can share those quests. See what quests I have. I might be able to share with them. Don't need that. Okay, so let's open up. Look at that. I was able to share. Even shared the quest. That's good, so it is shareable. I'm a freaking hero on that one. That is awesome. Pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with myself that most of these people on Horde have probably never done this quest before. So that's pretty cool. What does this poison do? Oh, just nature damage. worried about that. Alright, so we're not actually in the dungeon proper. Now let's talk a little bit about what we're doing. Since this is actually a full regular run, we are going to do an actual quest run. Right now we just have 3 quests. I don't really think I need much of anything. I've done this dungeon enough times, I think I can do it sans map. We have to... This guy will take us to a quest you could pick up without it. This is an optional breadcrumb. So these people are going to have that quest. It's not a lot. It's not really a... It's really just like a... Hey, this is like a... I need to open these clams. It's just like a bragging right. Oh, we got the crab got aggroed on there. Alright, so we basically wound our way through the path. And go ahead, now I'm going to drop a couple of my totems here. And the mana one to get my mana going back. And then I'm going to leave everything else to everybody else. Okay, cool. Alright. So, this guy is... The tank, quote-unquote, is really pushing us fast. That's alright, that's cool. So when you enter this area, this actually is one of the few times... Nah, I guess I wouldn't say few, but they really like to do this in Classic where they force you to do a little bit of a jump. And I don't mind it, but if you are not comfortable with the hand-eye coordination required to do jumps, platforming sort of on a non-platforming game, it can be quite challenging and... no, just... Consider that out there. Be considerate to your friends out in the world if you are playing with people like my wife struggles a lot with that sort of thing. So that pulled another person for us. Or Lockfeds. Yeah, he did grab the seeds. Alright, so just killing us near... Oh, I forgot. This is our skinner, so I'll be looking for anything we can skin, but probably not a lot. That's where we just... Alright, so once you make your way through that entry chamber, there is a, there's a central kind of watery cavern that we're going right here. This cavern, in my opinion, I like to do it best from the north and then work counterclockwise. So, there are these Akamai fissures. They're neutral. You don't have to kill them, but there is a turtle in the middle there. Gamura. This is technically the first boss of the dung. So we're going to go ahead and go after him. Now, he's not really hard, but he probably can do some kind of... What if that's... Oh, that's rage. I was going to say, what is that building up on the side there? Now, I could probably hit with a couple DPS additions if I really wanted to. There we go. Now I'm going to switch to a heal. Because if he's like other turtles, he probably has some kind of, like, armor shred kind of thing. So that's my guess. I don't think that. But we can... I think... I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything right to the north, but there is this path for the quest to turn in. Oh yeah, from the warlock. I was gonna say, my water breathing, I don't have any skins or whatever. I mean, scales. Okay. So the Warlock's just saying don't even worry about healing it. Right. So, I'm gonna kind of keep that going down here. Oops, I put Stone Skin Totem on, but whatever. Okay. Oh, I was gonna... Oh, the Druid is on heals here. I was getting to it, Oh, we got another one coming. Okay. Maybe that one ran or something. Missed it. Okay, we got the water breathing on. I was like, we've been underwater for quite a little bit of time. Alright. So now we come to the... I don't think there's anything to the north, but right here, this is either a quest or a boss. Might be the boss. There is an optional boss. Then, of course... Now, when I'm fighting one mob like this, when we are fighting one mob, it's maybe important for us to drop the totes. Alright, so this, I believe, is the optional boss part. I think it's back in there. So, this is a Naga boss that you can fight. And, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty solid team, so... Said don't worry about healing him. So I won't. And, yeah, there she is. So Black... No.
You should not be here.
This girl.
Lay them.
Okay, so I put a... I think since she's casting lightning... I need to hit him with a heal too. I mean, no, I don't care. 4, that's 15. I mean, I'm trying to hit these. Like, I mean, I can be more proactive on the healing. He's just getting it off a little bit quicker than me. I haven't really had to heal with this character, so it is a learning curve for me. So that was the side dungeon. Not side dungeon, side little boss. I don't know that there's anything over here. But... So basically, I mean, yeah, if this guy... I definitely am not, like, shy on, like, hurting for mana or anything. So... Not a big deal. I mean, as a druid, he probably has a little bit more options than I do at first. Alright, so this is a quest we won't be able to really read.
Greetings. Dawnwatcher Shadeless was good to send you. There is indeed a wicked plot underway in this corrupted place. Strength has left me.
You can sell.
Your help is needed. Long ago, this site was a great temple of Elune, but misfortune led to ruin when the corruption of an old god seeped up from beneath the earth and tainted the sacred moon well. Akumai, servant of the old god, rose from the waters. The Twilight's Hammer cultists have allied with the Naga to occupy these grounds. The cultists, led by Kelris, sacrifice humans to Akumai for power. Slay Kelris and bring his head to Bashana in Thunder Bluff. Adventurer, please.
I mean, his heals are a little stronger than mine, too, actually, when you look at the overall healingness of it. Yeah, this is just nature resistance and grounding totem. So, there we go, they reapplied, the Warlock reapplied, I don't need those things. I think we have the Moss Agate that we need in the belt. So that was all we really had to do. So the questy guy there, I guess, wants us to go kill Akamai. I'll have to really look at it to tell for sure. There's a Myrmidon. I was like, who is on us here? Okay. And we have our totems sort of nearby enough. Oh, the warriors moved on ahead. He's fighting solo up there. Alright, so that was kind of the big first chamber. It actually had two bosses because it had Gamura boss. We got the... So Lorgus Jet is... we're now entering kind of the... I don't know what you would call it. The dungeon... like the hall part. So in my mind, this dungeon's really kind of broke down into like 4 different parts. I guess I'm going to switch over. Instead of Mana Totem, we just have a pretty solid amount of casters, so I felt like Mana Totem was pretty useful. I think so. I think the Healing Totem's not necessary. Okay. Let's just keep heals going on this guy. I'll just be a little more proactive if I was making the druid nervous. Alright, so there was 2 bosses in that first part. We're already running 1 damage. We're still within the range of the totems here. So I guess what I have to do is look for my like I have to better know what's my cutoff, you know, because you don't want to waste heals, basically. You don't want to over-heal a situation. So that's the overall goal when you are a healer. You want to be predictive and you know, dealing with the threat. You don't want to be reactive, you want to be proactive. That's the better word to put it. Okay, so now I still like this. And we've got these totems. Still think we're in range. He is going to be... I was going to say, he's going to be getting himself pretty low. Okay. I'm a little low, but I'm not as worried about myself. Okay. And it's okay. Sure, that cape is not anything special. Got a little juice from my totems here. I'm actually going to level up soon, too. Alright. Got a little bit more going on here. Alright, so in this, there is a Murloc boss up here, too. So there's that to consider. And then there's also a there is this Lorgus Jet. No, it's not Lorgus Jet. There is a side boss. I can't remember. I think it's Horde only. I don't think we have to deal with it. But there is a side boss here coming up that could be in any one of these side tunnels. Maybe it's the head of Kelris, the Blackfathom Villainy. So that's the one we picked up inside. Maybe. That's the Twilight Reaver. Go ahead again. Drop these totems. Heal off, okay. So look at this guy. There is a new person that's joined the fight. This little Shadow Stalker. So this is part 3 of, well, part 1 of the dungeon, I guess, is the entry tunnel. I don't know. That's pretty short. So that's like the preview to the dungeon in a way. Then part 2, we could say, is the big Gamura tunnel and all the little side things around it. Or maybe you call that part 1, with the entry tunnel mixed in. You kind of go either way with it. I would say the next part would be this tunnel system up and back. And then the next part after that would be, I think I got a crit heal on that one. I wasn't really watching Hunter's Pet, honestly. And so there's this. I think sometimes there's a, sometimes there's a rare, maybe? So right now, what we're doing is we're clearing out the Murlocs, and I believe there's also a pretty solid buff you get. I mean, it's going to be better for certain people, and I believe it's mostly a buff for, like, casters. I think it's like a lightning damage buff. Dang it, I was 1 second too late on that. Okay, so there we go. Pulled that guy out. I was trying to do a little better on that. Alright, so there is the boss right there, Gelahast. And Gelahast is a jerk. Alright. He's actually fine. Like, this is, we're very methodically clearing this little area, so it's not a big deal. But that right there, that shrine of Gelahast is the Big Daddy Shrine. Or within range of Gelahast. So my mana's getting a little low. Refax. That's a 12. Oh. 18. That's okay. Here's our buff. There we go. So that gives you 1 hour of intellect, spirit, and frost damage. So that's cool. The intellect and spirit is great. It's for casters, obviously. And that's going to help with all of us. And in addition to that, it's Murloc skin bag. 10-slot bag. I didn't even see that. I mean, that would be a little bit of an upgrade for me. I have an 8-slot bag I'm still rocking. So that's cool. Guess I can't do anything with it right now. Okay. Alright, so get my Heals and everything going. I was a little distracted. My loot is getting low. It'd be nice if I could take care of some of this stuff. So we do also have to look out for the side boss. Wherever he is. Sometimes he appears much deeper down. I haven't seen him yet, though. Just trying to clear out some of this crap in my bag. You know how it goes. Okay, that gives me a bunch of things. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So he's pointing to the side boss. Alright, so back here there is that side quest boss. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's back there. I think that's the Kelris guy. And then, I don't even remember where you turn it in, to be frank. Okay. That's good. Oh, that's that sound. He's mana burning someone. There he is back there. You can see him. He's the human-looking dude in the back. Yeah. So you can see him back there. So he randomly spawns. I think he can maybe be there. Maybe he can be there. Sometimes, last time I did this dungeon, he was like walking the hall down there. So it's really, he could be a few different places. Just whatever. It's not, it is what it is. Yeah, Lordus Jet. Okay, so not a big deal for that guy. It's a locked chest and a herb we can't get. So cool. Good on him. And that was another boss. So we got that boss, and then we got that little side boss. So now we have to finish up. We're almost done with this hall portion, and I would say that puts us about halfway through the dungeon. So good run there. We are doing. This is a good team. Okay, I don't know why he ran. Why the mob ran back there. But whatever. Okay, not a big deal. They're hitting good DPS numbers. I'm sort of in that weird middle ground where I'm not a great healer yet because I have no talents tied into healing. But my DPS isn't amazing because I'm, you know, like I said, I'm doing the best available, you know, gear and all that crap. I do think these totems, you know, it might not seem like it, but I do think they help. I think they are making the run go more smooth. I think sometimes you just don't really... I think having everybody have this fire on them... Now, the fire is only helping the warrior and the druid. And actually, the druid, he might not be affected by it. But it's helping our warrior. Means... Which means, you know... Yeah, I don't think that the weapon affects the druid. Now that I think about it. Yeah, disarm is annoying. But if I just keep going after it, it's fine. Yeah, it does make it to where his threat reduction drops when he's disarmed. I get it, buddy. I get it. No, I don't need that. offhand healing spell thing. Alright, so now we're entering phase 3. This is the hardest phase of the dungeon, in my opinion. It's the only part where... it's the part, not the only part, but it is the part, I would say, where wiping is most frequent. It's, I wasn't there. Interrupt. It's also, as a horde, you have to worry about going underwater, because the elemental thing that we have, the Fathom core that we need, which spawns a side boss, is down there. Can't reach that person. Cool. Good on me. Alright. So, that's cool. Alright, the reason why it's hard is because of the pulls down here. Like, look how many are being pulled already. So... let's just preemptively start healing. Now, at least they're 1% cheaper. Yeah. Uh-oh. Crap. I'm getting DC'd. This is the worst time to happen. Hopefully this is a quick DC. Dagnabbit. Oh, man. We're just gonna look it up. Well, maybe it was just a glitch. That's not a good one. Alright, so he was saying the Fathom core, and we can get that. You don't have to get that area up to the left. But you can. Okay, so this is going to fill me up with some more junk, but... Okay, so now, this is why it's a little hard, because these guys will keep getting pulled. They can keep chain pulling, so I guess if you can do it at your own... at your own, like, leisure or whatever, then you're good. I messed up in the terms of targeting the wrong guy. Alright, so down on my internet, look at that. 695. Now down here we will have to do the... Oh, that's like a human one. So this is a tricky area for pulling, for sure. And just have to go for it. I'm being targeted by a lot. You can see, because LVY will show you how bad you are on the lag. Somebody else healed him too. Okay, good, we got one of them. But they can, these guys running off and chain pulling, this is, we're right in the area where the lags can get you bad. Because if they chain pull up to all these different guys, this is... Oh, that's a Warlock quest they're on. I forgot about the Warp Serenuk thing. So... I mean, the tank quote is doing a great job. As long as we don't... long as we don't have anything bad happen, I'll hit him with a heal. He says he thinks he's compensating, but I think he means the guy that's enlarged himself. I think he's compensating. Maybe. Alright, so now we're going down for the Fathom Core. The Fathom Core is an item, a quest item that you need. And it will spawn a quest boss. Okay, so we did just get some. It's over here somewhere. Oh, I can get rid of these fish too. There it is. We all need it, and it spawns Baron Aquanis right there. Okay, I just got it. Okay, so I'm dropping all of my totems. He's already dead. Okay, and that opens up this strange water globe quest. We will read it next time. I'm not worried about reading it right now. Not next time, but we'll read it when we're out of here. Okay, fight the crab, why not? Okay. Something's getting me. Okay. So now we need to get back up. Oh, while we're down here, we can do the side boss. Yeah, let's do it. So there is a side boss down here, optional boss in the Forgotten Pool. And this is a great time to do it. That Baron Aquanis we killed gave us a quest. We will read that after. It will lead to a couple, but this is old Syracuse. It was a neat little... Okay, so we are, again, dropping... I'm going to be dropping broccoli here. This guy's getting busted by somebody. Okay. He's similar to that turtle in that I think he probably has like a kind of a shred style heavy one-shot thing. 4-2 bracer. Nah, that's not very good. And you can't... Can I? Oh, he's skinning him. I skinned the other guy, but so he can skin him. Alright. So now we've completed that side boss. That's one of the fun things about this dungeon is that there's just so many good bosses. So now we have to finish our way through this third part. There is a... It's not a boss, I don't believe, when we get out of here. At the end of this tunnel, right before you go into the temple, which is the kind of finale area of this dungeon, I don't think there's a boss, per se. We're doing pretty good on time, all things considered. Actually, what's going to take us the most amount of time is the traveling to turning these quests. At the end, we have 4. We already turned in 1. I'll worry about the spreadsheet while we fly. But down here at the end is the... walk on through. He must have put on himself. I don't know. Oh, it's maybe because bloodbath or something down here. Alright, so here we go. Next round of dudes. Okay, they're gonna pull him back here some. Okay. The acolytes seem to be the ones that have the heals, and they can make this dungeon quite annoying. There was 2 of them. They got that acolyte, so that's cool. Alright. And another one right there. Excellent. What's it got? The druid really had a lot of damage put on him. There we go, we'll have another set of mobs to fight. He's already ready to go. with a heal. That's an Aquamancer. Not sure. Yeah, that's just basically like a mage. But I'm going to keep my eye on him in case, you know, he has a, there he goes, somebody got him. I mean, this has been all pretty easy. Just the fact that we're doing a little bit of light healing, it's fine. I guess this is not, a spot for... anything to really worry about. I thought maybe there was a little boss here, mini boss or something, but nah. So this is really the last big zone. The boss itself is tough, or not tough, but it has the boss itself is whatever. His room is filled with a ton of guys, so we have a lot of basically Twilight warlocks we will have to pull here. And that's all. It's just about pulling them kind of sort of one by one. They all are warlocks, so they all have little warlock minions. They're all casters. These shadow mages is what they're called, which they're actually more like priests, kind of. Okay. And yeah, at least my healing spells are now down by 1. So that's it. It's really just about pull and repeat, pull and repeat. My totems are still up and we're still in range of them. Yeah, he says, don't click all the things at once if you don't do... I did do that one time. My first time ever doing the dungeon. All of these little clicky things that spawn the last boss. Okay, so now I'm going to re-drop totems since we're coming out to this side. Okay. Heals going. Now we have pulled quite a little group. Someone's got a heal going on me. Alright, cool. All going good. We don't have any rogues. You know, you don't really see a lot of rogues. I'd say in Classic that might be one of the least common classes, and probably with, like, good reason. As we did with our experience as a rogue, it's just a very hard class to level up compared to some of the other ones. It really just truly is. My heal is just so slow too. Alright, I pulled another mob for us. Okay, I'm gonna get a heal on myself, I believe. Okay. Oh, if there's a background noise, hopefully the mic is not going to pick it up since it's so obviously a background noise. But I apologize if you are getting anything out of that. I'm going to re-drop this. We're out of range of my totems. So I should have interrupted him, but it was a little too... slow on the interrupt there. I was setting my totems instead. Okay, so this is actually a pretty decent rod. A 23 damage with... That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and need on that one too. Oh. Alright, so now is where we do the event. We've basically finished, kind of, sort of, and we're in the finale. One by one, you light these little torches, and it will start waves of mobs. We've actually done this dungeon before. The first sets of waves. I mean, we did get a nice upgrade on the hands, so I can't really complain too hard about not getting that staff. And it was only a marginal increase in staff. I mean, in damage for us overall. It's a nice healer staff. But it is what it is. Okay, we got a crawler claw. There's another guy. Okay. We'll get the second wave now. I probably should drop some things, like this moist cornbread we could drop. I'll drop this regular linen. Okay, so for the second wave, you get these water elementals that come out. Yikes. Okay, I need to bust some heals off on my team here. Okay. He just got... I don't know, he aggroed one of them or something. Alright, third wave is a bunch of non-elite little crabs. Okay. That's kind of deal. She just is getting rocked on the aggro with this, I don't know if it's her positioning or, yeah, if it's because she's AoEing like that, I'm not sure. And now we'll be doing the fourth wave, which is, I think, some turtles. Yeah. Okay, so good on all of our stuff if we stay close. Okay, he's pulling them all in. I am not soul stoned anymore, but it's... Okay. I should not be skinning in the middle of the fight. That's rude. Don't need that. And we're very, very, very close to finishing this whole dungeon. Alright, so now I'll skin this tortoise. Get one of those. Why not? Give them the other two. Okay, so now the doors are opened and we can go fight the final boss. We do have to fight a couple more turtles on the way to him. And the final boss does hit pretty hard. Okay, so I will take that leather that came out of that. Alright, so there is... Oh, there's another Snapjaw. And there is Aquanis. He is the thing that or whatever that faction is. He's the guy that they want them to come after. He's the thing that this temple has been worshipping, so it's somehow like a representative of the old god. So here is old god action here. Alright. Yikes. No poison resistance totem yet. I shouldn't have hit him with that. I was too focused on removing the poison. Yikes. pretty dang good belt. That's a nice belt. So we upgraded a belt. 5 and 11. Pretty solid. It's not a good damage dealing belt, but... yeah, now we are right there at the end of... the run here. Alright, so you can refresh this buff one more time, but then it's all a matter of literally, you have to, I think you have to run out of the dungeon. I don't think there's much we can do, so... okay, so we got the buff now for an hour, same as before. If you look at where we're at here on the quests, we have the 4 dungeon quests we need. So as we run out of this dungeon here, and, well, first of all, if you look at the map, we have to turn in 3 of the 4 quests there, and we have to go back to the Lost Pages. So we've got to make a run. There's no point in like, hearthing. So the first thing that we did, I'm going to now start working on the... turn in to the quests. So as we walk out, we're going to try to multitask. Now we did do In Search of Thaelrid, we completed that quest. So that's cool. We picked that one up. And when we are out of here, or I mean at that point in time, we picked up another quest too. I'm going to just run out. So if we look back over at the Blackfathom Deeps quest lines, there we go. Okay, I'm going to just run. I'm taking the long way. We did get that, and we just picked up Blackfathom Villainy. Okay, I'm just taking the long run out of here. So now our 4 quests are, when we picked up Blackfathom Villainy, let's read it again because I was kind of not listening. Basically, the guy that you found, Thaelrid, he says, "Strength has left me, your help is needed. Long ago this site was a great temple of Elune, but misfortune led to ruin when the corruption of the old gods, of an old god, seeped up from beneath the earth and tainted the sacred moonwell. Aquanis, servant of the old god, rose from the waters. The Twilight's Hammer cultists have allied with the Naga to occupy these grounds. The cultists led by Kelris sacrifice innocents to Aquamis for power, slay Kelris, and bring his head to Bashana in Thunder Bluff." So we are going to have to travel back to Thunder Bluff. That's a pretty cool shield, but really there's nothing that we can do out of this. Luckily, I'm high enough on the aggro range there. So we should have 4 quests. Let's double check the page, and it looks like we do. We have these final 4. So of the 4 quests that we need to turn in, 3 of them, Baron Aquanis, Allegiance to the Old God, and Amongst the Ruins, are all turned in right there. We will then fly back to Splinter Tree Post so that we can turn in the Lost Pages, and then from there, we're going to fly to Thunder Bluff. Okay, so now it's a matter of just leaving people. Now, there's no point in me to hearth when we're in Thunder Bluff. I guess just to be thorough, we should do the class quest. We are at only an hour, so that's great. Good for us. I'm not really worried about that. High Priestess. I mean, I guess I could find it. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. So he's there to fight, but I mean, I think I would be okay. So I walked a little too close. Walk too close to the fire and you get burned. Look at him, he's kind of doing this weird walk. Alright, So, I mean, I guess I could... Maybe he was, like, stunned or something? Yeah, I guess. Oh, but there is that dude, so we would just have to avoid him. It might have been a glitch on my end from the terrible spikes of, whatever that we have. Now, because we need to go to Zormgar Strand, that's why I didn't hearth. This is actually quicker to do it this way. So, running out of the dungeon, I'm actually not that worried about it. I think we can run. So, like he said, it doesn't really matter what we do. Since he is... When you're a warrior, it truly doesn't, especially at these lower level dungeons. Like, it truly, truly does not matter. Here's our buddy. Oh, man. Okay. My plan was not to fight my way out, but I guess we are. I was just gonna run. But whatever. Okay. Yep, he's going for this guy. Yeah, we can get a big chunk going. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get a group. I'll get it with a couple back-to-back heals. There we go. Now I'm poisoned. Okay. Now I'm being rocked. Okay. I don't know what is making us so, why we have drawn, like, every single dude in this dungeon. Can we get him going now? I'm gonna have to use that. Yikes. Oof. What the heck is going on? Oh. So I'm waiting for this person. This is a terrible spot. Okay, so... Alright, I am gonna get him. Okay. I'm gonna... he just spirit rest. Now it's going to be a little bit of a trial. We're going to see what we can do. go too far back, buddy. Don't grab any more. Okay. Get her close to me, man. Yikes. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is a little bit of a intense sitch here. Alright, so jeez Louise. Alright, let's I guess we're getting out of here again, huh? Alright, let's go for it. So now I'm gonna just go for now we're just gonna go for getting my butt out of here. So kinda gonna save myself for I'm gonna save my mana as good as I can. They don't need that. Okay, I got it, but I don't need it. I got it, but I don't need it. Okay. Thanks for the disarm, bro. We have all this junk we have. Whatever. Probably should have. Alright, so this one got me. And now I'm gonna go full on. Nope, get away from me, you satyr. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. If I can just get away with fighting just one, it'll be okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't get through without that. Okay, the goal is to... He's still in there. Oh, great. We don't want this clam. Where did the clam go? I couldn't loot it. I guess I'll get rid of the fire pit snapper. I don't have room for another clam thing, huh? Just waiting for him to get a little lower.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Alright, so... what are we going to throw out? I guess I'm going to throw out this crawler claw. That's probably useless. I don't need this linen. Alright, we got that one. I think we're probably, like, close enough now that I can escape. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. That one didn't like me. Okay. So now I can drop, like, a Stonebine Totem and hopefully escape the stairs. Alright. So it was a ignominious way to end the dungeon. When everybody left, we had a wipe at the end. And then everybody kind of, at that point, it's kind of like, you know, I got mine and I'm ready to go. And I did it a little bit at the very, very end. I stuck to it, but he said, let's just hearth. So once he was ready to just hearth, then I was like, alright, screw it. I can get myself out of this. And I did. So I did have to use one of my res tokens or whatever, so that cost me 18 silver, plus the durability from dying. But, did we end up saving time between hearthing and flying? I don't know, but we're actually doing super good on time. That whole run took us under an hour, so it took us 12 more minutes to get out of the dungeon. But we're really in good shape. This all together is still going to be... we're still fine. So we have these 3 to turn in, and then we would actually be able to just go right to Thunder Bluff from there, except we have to go to Splinter Tree Post because we can finally turn in the stinking lost pages. Ugh. Yeah, so... and then I've went on just for fun and checked a couple other times since then. Every time, page 2's been up there. And then, like I said, right when I was first starting this dungeon, the dude is just walking up randomly killing mobs, and, it said he's gone online, but he's right there. That's kind of weird. There's the Rhiniculus guy.
Hey there.
Alright, so we're going to turn in Allegiance to the Gods. We're going to do it alphabetically, I guess. Very good. Thank you, Glee Console. We may not have stopped the Twilight's hammer completely, but at least you have staved off another of their plans to return the old gods to power. Who knows what other plans they have manifested. We can rest easy for now. Ooh, I like that. I don't care about that. I like this Band of the Fist.
See ya later.
Because, actually, that one is one I rock for a while. It will let me... I've really just lost a lot of,
What's beyond your mind?
I've lost a lot of... I'm not selling that bronze framework. Oh, I forgot about the... So this is 16 points and a 59. This is essentially 10 points. This is 16 points too. Alright, so I lost attack power rocking that. We gained attack power a little bit on the Naga Battle Gloves. They're actually pretty decent. I don't care about the lockbox. We can get rid of. I do need that. Reshadon Dagger. Actually, can I click those Rainbow Fin out before? Let's get rid of them. Yeah, I don't... That's an interesting ritual stein. Like a hunter's ritual stein. Huh. Something like that, you know? Let's get the heads and everything moved up here, because then I can replace this green leather pack with the Murloc skin bag. So, that's good. Get rid of that. Right, I think we're otherwise pretty solid. Turning the other two quests, and while we're flying, we'll finish this spreadsheet.
Elomon. Later.
Have you been... I don't think we can read the Fathom Core. No. Successful in... locating the Fathom Core. Without it, we'll have no idea what the Twilight's Hammer is exactly up to down there.
Okie dokie.
Up to the circular warg boss? That's freaking, like... This is exactly what I need. A Fathom Core is an incredible well of information that we'll be able to draw much good from. Whatever the Twilight Hammer's up to in there, and believe me when I say it is no good, my comrades and I will now uncover. You've done well here today. The Earthen Ring looks upon you warmly for assisting us. You've also helped the Horde as a whole, and for that you should be proud.
Later.
Okay, cool. So we are now honored among the Darkspear Trolls.
Be seeing ya.
Hello again, Gleek and Soul. I was just reading the waves, the sea, much like I always do. What brings you to the outpost?
See ya later.
I don't care about that offhand either. I think I held that on my druid for like ever. This is quite the fine Gleek and Soul. You acquired this from Baron Aquanis in Blackfathom, you say? Baron Aquanis has long been thought of as a corrupted elemental power. This globe will prove what exactly has corrupted him. While it would be no surprise if it turned out to be the Twilight's Hammer, our studies will also show how they did it as well. You did well in bringing this to me. Please take this along with the Earthen Ring's warmest regards. So what we're really getting into is a lot of
Where would you like to fly to? Strength.
old one stuff. Okay, so onto the spreadsheets now. We have yet to turn in Blackfathom Villainy because that's Thunderbluff. But we did do, and I'm actually going to uncheck that on this part because we're going to save those for when we go back through and do it with our alliance also. But we did just do the other three. Allegiance to the Old Gods. 2. Because they, for whatever reason, we turned it in alphabetically. Amongst the Ruins. No, I lied about that. What was it called? Baron Aquanis. And yeah, it is Amongst the Ruins. So, let me look up this Amongst the Ruins. Because, is it a two-parter? No, we had to turn that one in. So, right up here where I put Amongst the Ruins that we turned it in, that's not true. Okay, so we'll just put that there. I think that's weird, and now I've got to delete those cells. And then the last one was Baron Aquanis, which I do have listed here. Okay, so we picked that one up. Actually, there we go. So we have to pick that one up and then turn it in, and then these two can be good. No, they're not gone because the final step will be Blackfathom Villainy right there, turning that in. All right, cool. And we are also, because we're awesome, we are going to turn in, finally, the Lost Pages. Holy cow. Thank goodness These can also be deleted. So going to Ashenvale, we've this now that is the highest level quest, but we have 100%ed now with the Horde, both Blackfathom Deeps and Blackfathom and Ashenvale. So we are in good shape. The next, well, I'll look at that in a second because we're really here for one reason only, and then we're flying to Thunder Bluff to turn in that last quest. While we're in Thunder Bluff, we might as well learn our Shaman powers. We finally started getting resto talents. I think that hunter got fussy that everybody left. The hunter that's in the guild. He said, let's just hearth. I mean, I stuck it with it to the end. I do feel bad because then he's just like standing there. But, and his aggro radius was higher than mine. So he couldn't do what I did. But I felt like he was throwing in the flag, but I guess I could have confirmed that. It would have been easier for me if he was, so it was just selfish on my part. I hope you find the pages soon, Gleekin, I really need to get back to work.
Reading isn't my strong point, but now I'll be able to get back to work. Thanks, adventurer.
This is worse than what we have.
Go with honor.
Okay, so... Because we... No, I think those otherwise may have been upgrades for us. What do we got here? Can we cook the tangy clam meat? Yes. Cool. So we can do the goblin deviled clams when we're in there. Everything else is not anything what we need. I do want to save the fish oil because that gives us the water walking. Medium hide. We don't really have a lot of leather, so I'm not super worried about that. I'm saving the... Oh. Saving these tangy clam meats. We're going to cook them. I'm also saving the wool and the silk because we can start making these. Oh, silk. We're still working on heavy silk bandages? Oh, well, I should just make that. I didn't realize that. Might as well do that right now. Then we could talk to this guy to sell off a bunch of our stuff first. At the head of Kelris, this is where we need to go to Thunder Bluff. Now, yeah, we'll look about whether or not we should hearth. I think our next zone is going to be Hillsbad Foothills. Oh, because we died too. I lost the Dragon Slayer buff. We're trying to get to 210. 210 is when you can start working on Mage Weave. Now, Heavy Wool. Wool is completely out of there. I'm glad I just skipped it. Because now we can start... now we can really start saving wool. That I need to keep too. Sell, sell, sell. And then we're going to cook these. Actually, there's probably a trade person right around here somewhere. We could probably get rid of that right now too. Maybe. I don't know what that guy is. She's an innkeeper. I don't know for sure. That's the Wind Rider. Yeah, we'll just do it in Thunder Bluff.
Where would you like to fly to?
Thunder Bluff, baby. Alright, so all we have left to do is cook those, and then get our actual talents. And I'm going to try not to pee my pants while I'm waiting. Too much coffee in this run. Alright, let's look at where we're at in terms of... I think we're actually good. I don't need to look at the spreadsheet again. Our next zone. Let's look there. Well, of course, tomorrow we're going to start in Ashenvale and then Blackfathom Deep's run with the Alliance. So, no worries about that. Alright, so Wetlands will be next. We'll be spending more time with Glee Contested for a while. And after Wetlands, we're going to do our Stockades run. So that's all good to go. And then it's Hillsbrad Foothills. So Hillsbrad Foothills is predominantly a Horde zone with a tiny little smidge of Alliance. We won't be doing any dungeons after it. I will probably end up doing that with Alliance 2, so we probably won't see Glee Console here for some time. Because there's nothing for her to do in Wetlands. She has already wrapped Ashenvale. And now, I'll probably just bust... Because we can probably do the Hillsbred Foothills in, like, one session. For the Alliance. For the Horde, it's going to take us more, 3 or 4 sessions, to officially get done with it. And then we'll finally be doing... We're only 32, so... How on God's green earth are we supposed to be getting 39? What am I missing? Before we do 1,000 Needles. What am I missing? Oh, I moved... So Hillsbrad Foothills is the only zone left for this character. Before I do 1,000 Needles. And there's no way we're getting to level 39 in that time. 7 levels away. So when we complete Hillsbrad, it's a solid zone. We might get... Let's say we push it and we get like 3 levels out of that. So if that's the case, we'll be around 35. Then let's say we push it and maybe we get 2 more in 1,000 Needles. Then we're at 37. Then if before we finish it, we take a break and I do Gnomragon and Razorfen Crawl, we're going to be 38, 39 tops. 39 is the minimum that we need. Oh, it's going to be rough. Going to be rough. I had to attempt it at 38, so our options are really going to be, if we're not at 39, our options are going to be to get help or to grind. I do think I do these a little faster on the show with you guys than I do on my own. I probably spend a little bit more time grinding and stuff. We will get a pinch more from turning in Blackfathom Villainy, but really, I just don't understand how... this went down so poorly for her. Maybe some extra carries. There's definitely not more quests as a druid. There's less quests as a druid than there is as a shaman. Like, class quests is what I mean. I mean, Hillsbrad Foothills is a big zone. So at least in terms of that for Horde, it is quite a zone. And we actually end up really doing like half of the... Alterac Mountains quests too. So it's not insane to think that we might get to level 35 in that process. And then 1,000 Needles as a Horde character is pretty big too, especially when you consider all of the flats. So we really need to just be 39 by the end. So it's not crazy to think we'll be 37. Maybe by the end, 38. There's no way we're getting to level 39 without doing Gnomragon in the middle of it and Razorfen Crawl in the middle of it. So we might just have to do that. We might have to rearrange the order of things for her. We got to stay in Thunder Bluff. Right there, I can tell you, because Forsaken Aid, that's a Hillsbrad quest. We'll do that next time, but we need the cooking, and we need shaman powers. And I never remember if shaman is elder or spirit. So we're gonna talk to a watcher. There's breads and grains. That's the bank. We don't need that.
What are you looking for? Which trainer do you seek? The Hall of Spirits is where our shamans call home. You can find it on the Spirit Rise. May your ancestors watch over you.
Alright, so I don't... I'm just afraid I'll forget by the time we come back. I don't care if we forget the clams. I might actually cut that too because I really am gonna burst. I don't know why I have to suddenly pee so bad. I mean, I guess it's getting late. I pushed my episode a little later today because I wanted to have an easier time finding a dungeon. And I think for all intents and purposes it worked. Alright, but when we come back here, I guess we'll have some quests to pick up, and I can shop around inside here. Alright, let's talk to Barum. What can we learn?
The spirits have guided you to me.
Alright, so Chain Lightning. Cool spell. So what is Chain Lightning? Chain Lightning is... It hurt. It's basically the only AoE spell that you can attack spell that I will have at this stage in the game. So boom, I now have an AoE. Fire Nova Totem ranked up. Cool. So I don't really use that one very much, but it is a rank up. Lightning Bolt, of course, that's a staple if you want to be an attacker. So 194 damage. Nice little upgrade there, rank 6.
The spirits have guided you to me. How may I be
72. Purge rank 2. It's very hard to find a purge that works. So now it removes 2 effects though instead of 1. That's cool. This is an expensive level.
Spirits have guided you to me.
So a lot of elemental we got that time. Enhancement, we upgrade our lightning shield. Also dope. So now it's going to be doing 80 damage per hit. Instead of 50. That's a nice upgrade to Lightning Shield. And we rock that a lot. And we get Wind Fury Totem. Yes. Wind Fury Totem is amazing. That is our most important totem. Now we have that ready to go. Why do I have this one out here? Maybe because I want to be able to use it on the run. That's just dope. Giving the party Wind Fury is dope. I don't need it when I'm on my own. It doesn't help that part of my life. The only thing we're doing here is increasing Healing Wave from doing 450 to 600. So we did spend a pretty decent amount of gold. But that helped too. So we could have used a little bit stronger heals on the last one. Alright everybody, we have another episode in the pipe 5x5. I appreciate everyone for watching, for listening, for tuning in. Got another dungeon in the pipe 5x5. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time on Lore of Warcraft.